Peace and welcome back to Guided by Light. Today, a story takes us on an adventure with three friends who discover how multiplication unlocks hidden treasures. Are you ready to join them? Let's go! Meet Ava, Ben, and Kai, three best friends who love exploring. One sunny afternoon, while cleaning out her attic, Ava found an old, dusty map tucked inside a wooden chest. She unrolled it in their backyard fort. "Look what I found," she exclaimed. "It's an ancient map. It sees there as treasure buried in the old park." Ben and Kai's eyes widened with excitement. "A real treasure hunt!" Kai cheered. With the map in hand, the adventure had officially begun. The map was covered in strange symbols and numbers. The first clue was written beside a drawing of some stones. It said, "Find 3 groups of 4 stones." Ben scratched his head. "What does that mean?" Ava looked closely at the drawing. "Wait," she said, her eyes lighting up. "I think this is a math problem. It means we need to find 3 separate groups, and each group has to have 4 stones in it." Kai, who loved math class, remembered something their teacher had taught them. "I know this. Multiplication is just a fast way of adding the same number again and again. So 3 groups of 4 is the same as 4 plus 4 plus 4? He started counting on his fingers. 4 8 12. The answer is 12. They all looked at each other. They needed to find a total of 12 stones. The friends scattered, searching near the park entrance. It didn't take long. Ben found 4 smooth, gray stones near a bench. Kai found another 4 by the water fountain. And Ava found the last 4 nestled under a big oak tree. They gathered them all together and counted them one last time. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 12. We did it. But as they finished counting, they noticed something incredible. The 12 stones weren't just a random pile. They formed a perfect arrow, pointing them toward a narrow forest path. The treasure hunt was getting more exciting. Following the arrow, they walked deeper into the park until they reached the edge of a small forest. Nailed to a big tree was a wooden sign. This was the second clue. It showed a picture of 2 rows of trees, with a note that read, "Where 5 trees stand in 2 rows, your next path shows." Ben snapped his fingers. "I've got this one. It's another multiplication problem. Dos rows of 5 trees is like 2 groups of 5. He held up 2 hands. 5 and 5 make 10. With the answer in mind, they walked past the sign. Suddenly, the air began to shimmer, and right in front of them, a glowing gate appeared between 2 ancient trees. Numbers were carved all over its frame. Ava giggled with excitement. "Okay, let's try it," she said. Together, they shouted 2 times 5 equals 10. As the words left their mouths, the gate creaked open with a magical whoosh, revealing the path ahead. "Wow," Ava laughed. "Math is literally magic." The path led them to a calm, sparkling river. There was no bridge, only a line of stepping stones leading to the other side. Each stone had a number painted on it. The next clue, written on a lily pad floating by the shore, said they could only cross by hopping on the even numbers. Kai looked at the stones. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. "I recognize these," he shouted. "These are all the answers when you count by 2s. It's the 2 times table. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Carefully, they hopped from one correct stone to the next, safely reaching the other side. Safely across the river, the friends sat down for a moment to catch their breath. Ben picked up a stick and started drawing in the sandy soil. "You know," he said thoughtfully, "multiplication is full of patterns. When you multiply, the numbers get bigger, but they grow in a predictable way, like the stepping stones we just crossed." Ava nodded, adding, "It's like planting seeds in neat rows in a garden. You know exactly how many you'll have." It was amazing how math was hidden everywhere in nature. Just then, the treasure map in Ava's hand began to glow with a warm, golden light. A new clue appeared, written in shimmering ink. This was the final clue. It read, "At the heart of the forest, find 4 groups of 3 golden leaves." The friends looked around and saw a beautiful clearing ahead where the sunlight made the autumn leaves on the ground shine like gold. They got to work, carefully arranging the leaves. 1 group of 3, 2 groups, 3 and 4. Kai called out proudly, 4 times 3 is 12. The moment he said 12, something incredible happened. The ground began to tremble gently. The golden leaves they had arranged lifted off the ground and swirled into the air, dancing in the sunlight. They spun faster and faster, forming the shape of a giant number 12 that glowed brightly on the forest floor right at their feet. The air buzzed with a magical energy, and the friends knew they were close. A soft, golden light pulsed from the center of the glowing number 12. "The treasure must be right here," Ben whispered. They began to dig gently with their hands in the soft earth. Soon, their fingers hit something hard. It was a small, wooden chest. With a final pull, they lifted it from the ground. It was unlocked. They slowly opened the lid, and their jaws dropped. Inside, it wasn't filled with gold coins, but with something even more special. Dozens of colorful, sparkling gems, each one beautifully carved into the shape of a number or a math symbol. Among the sparkling gems, the friends found a small, rolled-up scroll tied with a red ribbon. Ava carefully untied it and read the note aloud. It said, "Knowledge is the greatest treasure of all. Use it wisely, and it will always guide your path." They looked at the gems in their hands, a multiplication sign, a division sign, an equals sign. They realized the treasure wasn't about getting rich. It was about the adventure and everything they had learned along the way. The next day at school, Ava, Ben, and Kai couldn't wait to tell their math teacher about their amazing adventure. They showed her the gems in the treasure map. "So you found a real treasure by using multiplication?" she asked with a warm smile. They all nodded enthusiastically. She laughed. "That's wonderful. It sounds like you've discovered the real magic of Mythit helps you solve puzzles and understand the world around you. So let's quickly remember what Ava, Ben, and Kai learned on their adventure. Multiplication is a super fast way to count groups of the same number. When the map said 3 groups of cuatro, they knew it meant 3 times 4, which equals 12. And when they saw 2 rows of 5 trees, they figured out it was 2 times 5, which equals 10. You can find math everywhere if you just look for the patterns. Math helps us solve problems, think clearly, and see patterns in everything, from the leaves on the ground to the stars in the sky. It's a key that unlocks countless mysteries. Thanks for joining this amazing adventure on Guided by Light. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun learning journeys. See you next time.